What's up, guys? It's your boys Wokey back with another scary, terrifying, and creepy video from Chills. We're about to watch the 30 scary videos that are truly enough to terrify you. So grab a chair, grab some popcorn, your extra pair of pants. It's spooky time. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are returning and have not subscribed yet, make sure you guys subscribe right now by hitting that wiper icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I posted that video. And then you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, I'm so thankful for all of you guys. Hopefully one day we will hit the 100K goal, but I need your guys' help. So make sure you guys do what we just said. And then also go over to Chills. Go give him some love by subscribing, commenting, liking, and sharing. You know the deal. And with that being said, let's get into 30 of the top scary videos. Let's take a look.
30.
Number 30.
And it was just such a chilling investigation. I am so excited to share it with you.
Haley Reese is walking through the woods when she and her friends stumble upon an old historic building known as the Griffin House. The woods around this area are supposedly quite haunted, and so they decide to conduct an impromptu paranormal investigation. It isn't long before something spooky happens.
I'm walking around to see if there's anything that you guys can.
Hey! Where did we get through the windows? Somebody just opened the blind.
The witch?
I saw a holy kidding you. Somebody was that they opened the blind. Blinds are moving.
Haley's friends claim to see curtains moving with no one inside, and when Haley approaches the Griffin house at 10 minutes and 16 seconds, you can see the curtains just barely part in the middle. Determined to get better evidence of the paranormal, Haley focuses her camera squarely on the window. She's expecting to catch a ghost on video at any minute, but nothing happens for a while. Then all of a sudden...
Move the blind more. Whoa.
As Haley later explains, the building has been closed to the public for months, so no one was inside. However, it could have been a draft in the house causing the curtains to move. There does appear to be a strong breeze blowing through the trees when they see it happen.
I didn't get chills from that
Number
one.
29. When you visit a place that's notoriously haunted, don't expect to be disappointed. Posted to YouTube by Corndictive, the uploader writes of this clip, watch the very top window of the house.
Okay.
That flash didn't happen when we were taping this, and none of us know what it is. There were no cars out when this happened. The top window in question is that of the Glenmore Mansion. This clip necessitates a little background on this spooky place. As it turns out, many of the historical sites of Jefferson County, Tennessee are crazy haunted.
I'm not seeing any
Glenmore
flashes.
Mansion was built in 1799. It belonged to a family for a century and was later bought up by Mr. Milton Preston Jarnigan, who named the house after his first son who passed away as an infant. The home was in the Jarnigan family for a further century. Over the course of more than 2 centuries,
looks creepy and
passing in
scary.
this old home were bound to occur, resulting in the haunting of these hallowed grounds. According to some legends, the house is like an Escher drawing in that the exterior windows are more in number than the interior windows. Others also suggest the home's height changes, although some say the mega mansion has 15 rooms across 5 stories, with other sites reporting there are 27 rooms. When the mansion falls dark, visitors claim there's a presence roaming around the home. But don't worry, the presence is benevolent. Some believe it to be the ghost of a local historian, Thomas Roach. When alive, Roach claimed that if ever a ghost was found there, it would be him. But one of the creepiest sightings happened outside the mansion altogether. A young girl is often seen walking along the estate's road at night in the darkness. From unexplained sounds to shadows in the mirrors, the mansion has had its fair share of ghastly ghosts. Tours of the home are routine, but once the lights are out and the house has been abandoned for the night, some say a light turns on in the attic. This Victorian gem of a house seems so perfectly cookie-cutter that it's the perfect place for a haunting, and the unsettling nature of the home is confirmed by this video. The crew focuses in on an upstairs window, where they see lights or a flash of white and something moving inside. Can you spot it?
Oh,
Whether you
now I
believe
see
in
it.
ghosts or not, you probably wouldn't want to be in Glenmore Mansion when the lights turned on.
Probably not.
Number 28. For those of you who haven't
Oh
heard
my
or don't
gosh.
remember, on August
This is the ghost where we can hear it of the Shanann Watts and Bella and Celeste. I still can't believe this to this day.
August 13th, 2018, a man named Chris Watts made national headlines after taking the lives of his two daughters, Bella and Celeste, and his wife Shanann, who was 15 weeks pregnant. Two police investigators and a special canine handler now search the Watts residence on August 14th, one day after Shanann was reported missing. They are confident that their dog will be able to sniff out any DNA evidence
Oh, I didn't see this part.
that Chris Watts may have tried to scrub away. What they find instead is an abundance of paranormal evidence as recorded by their chest-mounted camera. Like this part where I hear the unmistakable laughter of a child as they pass through Bella's room at 12 minutes and 32 seconds. Listen for yourself, there's no
Still think
denying
it's a toy.
it.
Well, there's plenty of person.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that was a motion-activated doll or something, but I doubt it, especially given what else they hear in the next room over.
Oh yeah, watch this.
A voice says something like, "I have CC," which is short for Celeste, and they are standing in the room of Celeste too. Then again, I think it could be the K9 handler saying something under her breath as she checks the closet.
I don't
so
know.
maybe it's not paranormal after all. Things get weird once again as they enter the garage. Another voice, a
This is our
woman this
home.
time. But it could be the officer whispering something to herself. Moments later, they pass by these containers in the garage. Containers Chris was believed to have used to transport the bodies from the house into his truck. The dog sniffs them, but everything looks clean.
Something was set off down in this area.
As they are walking away, they record this. It's a wail of agony coming from all directions at once. But that's not all. The most compelling evidence occurs in the very beginning, but I've saved it for last. Check out the top of the stairway on the left when they first enter. There is some movement that I
think it's
find
an
very
illusion,
strange.
but I could be
It could
wrong.
be a trick of the light playing across the rails, but I see a little girl rushing down the steps. A girl with a short haircut. She vanishes before she reaches the bottom, and this event also coincides with a shadow figure sighting recorded by police on a different night after the home security alarm mysteriously went off on its own. It's in the same area and roughly the same size as before. A poor girl lost, looking down at the entrance and disappearing before she reaches the bottom of the stairs. Number
More things I learn every day.
27. The next time you're relieved to find yourself alone in an empty subway car,
Hell no.
consider that maybe you're not alone at all. Published to YouTube in June of 2015, this clip shows a subway car that will give you the chills. A lone man sits aboard the haunted car. After watching the clip, we wonder if he's the sole passenger, because this car has a reputation for being haunted. Because look at this darkened window pane to the left. A scary, distorted face appears here, changing expression slightly as the man sits on the opposite side, completely unaware. The face disappears and the window pane goes
Or is it
black
just
again,
pareidolia?
but the distortion later reappears, looking equally upsetting. What do you think is going on here? Is this an actual face in the window? Or just a trick of the light coupled with motion from the subway?
I have no idea.
Number 26. There's nothing more haunted than
Haunted
something that
playset.
moves of its own accord, except maybe when it jolts aggressively of its own accord. Submitted to Reddit by Nick4566. This swing in India is not child's play. Nick writes, this was seen in a well-known city of India. The park is closed since a year as a lady took her own life here long back, and the park is not used by children. Watch the swing at the beginning of the clip flinging back and forth on its own. It's a bit unnerving already, but as some in the comments point out, someone might have pushed it before the person began filming.
But it doesn't look like
you
it's
probably
stopping,
thought
though.
that yourself, but watch further. The swing slows halfway through the video only to suddenly jolt back to life.
The only thing I don't like is you can't see if there's anybody pulling a string or something, but
Flinging aggressively back and forth. The leaves in the surrounding trees are barely fluttering, so none of this could be due to wind or nature. It's completely supernatural. Could the spirit of the woman who took her life still be here? And why is she swinging? We may never know.
I don't know, but it gave
Number
me goosebumps.
25. Don't go into the forest. The YouTube team Haunted Finders does just that in this scary footage, and they're lucky to leave with their lives. After entering the haunted Sherwood forest, they hear something that chills them to the core.
Now, what was that? Listen, listen. Quiet, quiet. Don't move.
The team thinks it may be a wild animal.
Read that before, remember?
What is it? Listen.
Is that
What's that?
is that fox?
That's not a fox. It's
That's
getting closer.
not a
That's
fox.
a woman screaming.
It's getting closer.
But eventually they decide it's human. When they change their mind again, their ghost app tells them they're wrong.
Getting flipping at. Or what? That's not a fox. So what else flipping screams like a woman?
Black. Says wrong.
Goes wrong.
Are they wrong that it's an animal or that it's human?
don't sound like
or
an animal.
maybe it's neither. Personally, I think it could be a skinwalker.
Who knows?
Number
You be the
24.
judge.
Colorado's 19th
Whoa.
century Glendale stagecoach station and inn has seen
That house looks like it's seen better days.
many a wary traveler pass on through, and now it seems some of their spirits lay their heads here to rest. YouTube team Aiden's Escapades investigates this historic haunted way stop. While using a spirit box, Aiden receives some strange messages. And this. Someone is watching, and they need help. A while later, they plead again. Would you help these lost souls? I think it could all be a con, but I'd probably have to try.
That's creepy though.
Number 23.
Number 23.
A woman was poisoned in this house, and her ghost is reputed to haunt the place.
Was she
YouTuber
pissed?
Thiago Ferracao and his partner Thais visits, and their encounter is one of the most chilling they've ever experienced. As they circle the house, the poisoned woman makes her first appearance.
Oh,
They enter the home and find the furniture in tatters, and then they hear this.
Cara, olha essa casa. Olha, eu vi uma mulher aqui, ó.
oh, look at those couches.
Que isso, velho?
As Thiago goes in search of the woman, Thais sees something.
Ó, que é isso? Oi, o quadro mexeu, gente. Eu vi. Ó, porta, 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 porta.
They search the house but find nothing. But as they're leaving, this happens.
Caralho do céu. Que isso, Elton? Que voou? Ai, foi, velho. Nossa, que dor.
One of the team is confronted by the poisoned woman, or whatever demon poisoned her. I think Thiago is right that it's time to leave this house before they're confronted even more aggressively. Number 22. This old VHS footage was taken by construction workers during an interior renovation project in Corpus Christi, Texas. It's daytime and well lit, and the building still has a constant eerie vibe. They claim to have seen the ghost of a girl walking across the property, and the air grew cold around them, even though they are in the south. One of them records this mysterious noise coming from the hallway. It sounds like a moan from behind. Take a listen. He calls out for his friend Tom and picks up a strange whispering noise as he turns. Hey, Tom! He pauses outside of an especially dark room and feels watched by a presence within, a force that strips him of his bravery and leaves him small and vulnerable. He sees movements and bolts down the hall. I think I can see the outline of something in the corner here when the room is brightened. Could this be the ghost girl they were talking about? He decides to take one last look in the room and cautiously peeks inside. Rushing footsteps come from within and send him screaming off the job site.
21.
Number 21. A YouTuber named R. Travis is exploring a haunted restaurant that used to serve Chinese food. The inside is extremely old, and the walls have rotted down to bare
I love Chinese food. Don't ruin this for me, please.
support beams. He feels watched and grows increasingly anxious, and begins to talk loud and fast to himself in an effort to keep calm. Sometime during his nervous ranting, he makes a comment out loud about a spirit he sees standing at the top of the stairs.
I don't give two fucks. Oh, there's a set of stairs here, let's roll. They might not be stable. I just seen a figure up there, but I'm not asking, I'm going chasing him.
Nothing really stands on camera. Could this purple triangular shape be whatever it was he was talking about? At first, he says he's going to leave it alone, but up the steps he finds nothing but an old musty attic with a worn-out floor, but there's more than that up here.
Okay.
I just seen another figure then. 3 black spirits have seen them pass me now.
Aside from this white light that passes by at 3 minutes and 10 seconds, I do see some shadow figures. And a final shadow figure with white eyes can be seen here at 3 minutes and 22 seconds. They're all about the same height, scattered around different parts of the room, and with all of them still watching, R. Travis abruptly ends the video.
Do you think those were spirits, or do you think it was holes in the wall?
YouTuber Lomar Mendez and his team investigate a haunted funeral hall in this scary video. In the hall, they find a lift that was used to carry the bodies.
Yes, but we see behind the bodies up.
Wait, what? They used to use the bodies to... Whoa.
Literally my casket-sized lift, you see?
Oh, yeah.
They also find a casket.
This is what I was talking about.
Leave it alone.
Photos, but there's a casket in here. Is it the chairs are still on?
Angelo feels a tug on his backpack.
It literally felt like I felt as if somebody was grabbing the bottom of my backpack and just like slowly pulling.
Seriously? Yeah. Oh my.
Nearby, they discover a strange collection of stickers.
It's like,
what?
Stickers of Jesus. Well, a bunch of.
It's a little weird.
What's wrong with Jesus stickers?
Donut cards. They
Yeah.
were in for transplant.
Like a giant pine cone.
Then Chelsea hears something in the other room.
Listen.
What?
Listen, there's like a noise
Where?
coming from behind me. Hear that?
I mean, I guess.
Repeating.
When they go to investigate, Angelo feels something touch him again.
Someone touched you?
Like, as if like something like, you know when something flicks you like that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly what it felt like.
I don't think it could be that. That's a different feeling, you know?
They ask the spirits who did it.
Can you tell us who touched Angelo? Oh, that said hello.
Dead.
Hello.
Who's here with us right now?
And they eventually find out his name.
Rick.
Is your name Rick? Yes or no?
I'm listening.
Yes.
Yes.
As they get ready to head upstairs, Chelsea hears another noise.
What? You okay? What?
Did you hear it?
It's like a tap on the blog.
Oh. I did just ask for a knock.
Did you?
Yeah.
Back at the coffin, they examine it further, look closely at the Polaroid.
It's only for
It's a Polaroid, but it's like faded. Right?
Many YouTubers in the comments see a creepy figure in this picture. Do you see it too? Shortly after, they hear something.
What the said? You didn't hear that? It's like a foot. Not less. I didn't hear that.
We did ask him to follow us.
And later, on the second floor, they find an overhanging lantern swinging on its own.
This is no thank you. We were all in separate rooms. Do you think it could be the wind?
Is something following the crew around this funeral home? I agree with what Angelo said earlier. You'd almost hope that whatever is stalking them is a spirit, not something alive.
Who knows what it is?
Number 19.
19.
This YouTuber works in an office building with a reputation for being haunted, so he waits until nighttime to start recording a video for his channel. At 3 a.m. the lights go out at random. Look closely and you'll see a shadowy figure dart across the doorway moments prior.
It's very boom.
A short while later, the speakers one room over turn on by themselves and play a haunting melody. Watch his reaction and tell me if you think he's acting surprised or if this really happened by itself.
Well, I think you can time it or something.
No, I can't freaking time it.
Just when things are getting back to normal, the lights cut out again, and this time if you look closely, you'll see number 18.
I saw it for a brief second.
Who is standing in the shadows. Published in December of 2021, the Cornish Ghost Whispers Paranormal UK team managed to capture a full-body apparition of what appears to be a man. The footage was taken at South Wheel Francis Tin Mine. In the darkness between two large pillars, a dark figure manifests before their very eyes. The woman says hello to the apparition several times, but receives no answer.
Keep sharing, guys. Look at this. Hello? Hello?
She points out on camera where the figure appears. Do you see the tin mine? Do you see the tin mine man?
I see something, but I don't know what it is.
The light? Number 17.
Watch how this ghost is working out. It's moving by itself, just like somebody's sitting there.
I still don't know how that moves by itself. I have no idea.
This outdoor workout station is moving all by itself, or so it seems. I think someone could be moving it with wires off camera. At the beginning, he shows this zoomed in shot, but it's vertical, so there's plenty we can't see. I'm not saying this video isn't real. I'm just saying I would be more convinced if he showed the entire street to prove that no one else was around. Number 16. While investigating an old morgue and Victorian warehouse in the UK, YouTube team CVS Paranormal immediately sees some activity. It begins with the cat ball.
Touch it again. Can you touch the ball? Oh, we're having quite a lot of luck already. Stop. Can you stop? Stand back.
Well, I can't.
Can you touch it again?
In another room, they hear a creaking noise.
Oh. that was
a creaking noise up there.
That was coming from up.
Shortly after, a lady's whisper is heard.
Can nobody else just hear that? No, what? I heard a voice.
And then footsteps.
There's somebody walking up there.
In another instance, they hear a strange strangled noise.
I just heard to you.
It's going like.
And later, a thump is heard.
I can definitely hear something. I just hope yeah.
There seems to be low, distant voices regularly throughout the visit.
And there's voices, there's definite voices.
Here they are again.
I can hear.
It's very
I can
quiet.
hear talking. It's not definitely more than one person.
And then a loud tap is heard.
Like there's something coming in. That was a tap. No, that was more than.
When they ask the spirit to come closer, they hear distinct footsteps.
Come in now. I can hear it. Can you come closer?
Very quiet.
Can you hear it?
Who is coming toward him? At this rate, I think it can be any number of ghost spirits that haunt this former morgue. Number 15. This infrared video from 2008, taken by a ghost hunting squad in South Dakota called the SPCTR, details paranormal evidence at an abandoned house haunted by the spirit of a child.
So never
A
go to
mysterious
South
figure
Dakota.
peers around the corner at the end of the dark hallway. A ghost if you ask the SPCTR team, but I'm not so sure. The figure doesn't seem very tall and has shoulder-length hair, if you look closely at 18 seconds, so maybe this was a little ghost girl in the hallway after all. If this is fake, then one of the paranormal investigators is crouched down to make themselves look like a kid. Tell me if you think this paranormal evidence is legit, or if this was a made-up sighting from the early days of YouTube.
Who knows anymore?
Number 14. What sound do demons make? YouTube team The Ouija Brothers enter the Demon House, one of the UK's most haunted abandoned places.
Demon House?
The team senses someone at the back door.
Hello? Wait.
Someone up.
No, I don't think so. I'll fold the wall.
Although he doesn't find anyone, I hear a sort of hissing sound as he leans out to look.
Someone up.
What was that? He remains at the door for a while, and he hears some knocking.
Someone knock on the window then?
Huh?
Any of you knock on a window then? No. There's someone out here then?
Is something there? Either human or paranormal? I can't tell, but the darkness abounds. Number 13.
Little whispers here and there.
Perks is exploring an old, overgrown estate that's rumored to have a long history full of bad events and cursed memories.
And they just leave these places like this.
The manor itself seems to be in early stages of decay, and judging by these mattresses in the living room,
Somebody was
looks to have
living
been taken over by strangers. The house is definitely creepy, but nothing really feels out of place until Perks heads down into the basement.
Oh,
He
boy.
can't quite explain how he knows it, but he can sense an evil presence down here. Something that has not been disturbed in a long time. That's when he finds it lying in the corner of an especially unwelcoming part of the basement. If an expert could please verify, we could solve a potentially horrifying scene. Number
was that?
12. We've seen 30 East Drive here on Chills before. It's considered one of the most haunted places on Earth.
I'm pretty sure this is the same place that The Conjuring 2 was filmed or based on. Leave it alone.
This time, it's the Ouija brothers' turn to meet the evil entity that resides here.
You still want to contact us?
It's a little no.
That was definitely a knock. You can also hear it in the hallway.
You still want to contact us?
It's a little no.
Later, while they're on the stairs, they hear another loud bump.
That was upstairs.
Here's more. And where?
Got a bit with me. Have you seen? It felt like he was under there.
They hear something again on the landing. Later, while they're all sleeping, their Steadicam captures more knocking. Others in the comments say they've visited 30 East Drive and heard similar noises. I'm not on the fence with this one. This place is haunted, and though the activity was subtle on this one, combined with other evidence of Fred the Ghost, I believe it.
11.
Number 11. A home security camera captured what appears to be paranormal activity in this haunted home, published by Britwheel88 in March of 2011. The footage shows a woman leaving a bedroom. She is holding a camera. I'm not sure what the context is. She then returns and is standing in the doorway with one hand on the door. Suddenly, the door jerks slightly more open, pulling toward the wall and scaring the woman out of the room. Is someone hiding on the other side of the door? Or is the paranormal playing around?
We don't
Either
see
way,
nothing.
I don't think something is right in this house. Number 10. While visiting the morgue of this abandoned hospital, YouTubers The Fam and Omar Gosh TV
If you don't get scared by ghosties, you're going to be scared by all the mold.
start to feel very cold.
I would not be going in one of those little chests or slide outs.
Their search begins outside, where James shares some of the horrifying history of this place.
Looked up some pictures of this place, and there used to be about 2,000 crosses right here. So they
Where'd
actually
they all go?
buried the dead bodies right here. And I'm a little worried because it looks like they were dug up or something. I don't know exactly what happened, but...
As they
I get
continue
crown
inside,
penetrating
he's
cameras.
shocked that he barely missed stepping to his demise.
Yeah, that's electrical panels. Okay.
What? Oh, I didn't even see that. What the? You just. Whoa! How did it?
Alright, look. New rule. You have to stand right by my side, okay?
They then hear something creepy.
I heard that.
I'm so antsy.
I heard a noise. I don't know what it was.
Well, I didn't hear what they did. The next noise is undeniable.
Oh, no. I don't know. I don't know, dude. Was it finale?
I can't say for sure, but after hearing that, I'd surmise that there's something very much alive in this abandoned morgue.
But where?
Number 9. YouTube channel The Haunted Side Paranormal Investigations asks, would you keep going? But before you answer that, here's some context. In this short video, they were exploring Sutro Tunnel Ghost Town in Dayton, Nevada. Watch and answer for yourself.
The door here coming on.
Whoa!
And this was only upon entering. If you crossed the threshold and this happened,
Coming on.
Whoa! Time to go.
would you take a step further? Me neither.
I have no idea. I'm not
Number
there.
8. This ghost hunt turns terrifying fast. Published by Indra Saputra Official in April of 2022, Indra is exploring an abandoned place when he turns down a hallway that's occupied.
Minyak satu, tungguin di situ. Ya, aku tungguin di sini, no. Tenang aja, no. Aku tungguin di sini, kok. Ya.
Oh.
Aku tungguin di sini. Bawa senter yang terang, please.
Dressed in white, a girl's face we cannot see is kneeling in the darkness. Indra seems to hold back his fear so as not to startle
tell
the
if it's a
demon girl, but
doll
soon
or
he
what
turns
it
around
is.
and takes off running. Would you stick around? That's a heck no from me.
Amen. Number 7.
Number 7. An evil demon is trapped inside this haunted witch's house, and he wants to take you down with him. YouTuber Mosargi dares to explore the place and he'll soon wish he never set foot in here. The place is immediately unwelcoming.
Dude, look at it.
Oh, that's
everywhere.
Yeah.
gross.
Some of these guys are alive. Oh, he just got stung by something.
Really?
Something just bit me. I don't think it was a bee. Something felt like it grabbed me. Yeah. Something just grabbed me there. What the f?
Dude, I got scratched last time.
In the barn, they get truly creepy vibes.
Man, this reminds me of like every horror movie. Like running from like a madman with a chainsaw. Like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, dude. Through a barn.
And they soon find their feelings are warranted.
All night long. SLS didn't really get anything, but... Joe! What the f***?
Hey, he's booking it.
Something was walking upstairs, but what? Although they can't see it, it seems that the demon is here with them.
I would not be running up there.
It was above us. We were somewhere below here. No, actually, dude, something went up there. Something just opened it. Like literally, something just opened that door.
As Mo realizes there's something present, he becomes very ill without explanation. As it turns out, he felt something choke him. Was it the demon? I don't think there's any other explanation. This paranormal entity is powerful and apparently quite aggressive. Number 6.
Oh.
This radio DJ is live on air when all of the lights go out. Some of his equipment is still on though, so this is not a normal blackout. He is all alone and doesn't know what to do, so he calls someone for help, probably a management at home or technical support. That's when a cloaked figure passes by the window and makes him put down the phone. He creeps to the window and looks down the hall. Whoever it was is already gone. The next call he makes, I'm sure, is to the cops. According to him, this radio station has very high-tech security that requires thumbprints authorization to get in.
How did he get in?
Nobody should have been walking around after hours, especially not somebody dressed in ancient robes with their head down. Number 5. While in search of the ghost of the Headless Man, YouTube team KBC Cazadores de Fantasmas encounters some unexplained activity. As they're touring the haunted area, they hear strange sounds.
Is he carrying a bat?
So I have to increase it.
Later, while communicating through the spirit box, they see the gate close on its own.
Apertei, gente, ó. Oh, nada, ficou. Porque fechou, gente.
Could be the wind.
Then, down by the water, they spot something unusual on the opposite bank.
God, it doesn't take oil.
Escutei, irmão, escutei.
Here it is again.
It's always on a
What
potato
made an
quality
appearance
phone.
on the riverbank? Was it the same entity that opened the gate? I can't be sure, but I am impressed by what the team has captured here. I think it calls for further investigation.
Number 4.
Number 4. A lot of scary ghost sightings involve a doorway or a window. They always seem to be haunting a passageway leading into the house.
can't leave the
At
house.
31 seconds, a pale apparition leans in to peek through the doorway of this building. Then the mysterious figure is gone, disappeared. I couldn't find anything to explain what was moving in the door. The ghost hunter later explains, after doing some more research, he says this haunted place is home to voices of children laughing and playing, stories that further creep him out. This building was a funeral home before the haunted place was abandoned.
Funeral home,
the
school,
cameraman is too scared
morgue.
to get near the haunted place, let alone go exploring, but a possible long-distance ghost sighting leaves him
See it
freaked out.
very
I
briefly.
agree, there is something in the doorway. Whether it's a ghost or not is hard to see here, but something is there, and that's pretty weird.
Very weird.
Number 3. YouTuber Eder Hernandez and his crew are about to enter the Devil's Cave, and what they will witness here may change them forever. The guys seem rattled as they approach the cave,
They're like,
and
"Let's
you'll
go."
see they have reason to be.
Oh boy.
Uy, adentro. ¿Pueden? Verga, mi gente. No mames, soy yo aquí en corto.
Stop moving the camera.
Oh, chingue su madre.
I didn't see nothing.
Let's take another look at what they saw. It looks like a faceless being. As they rush away through the jungle, they
I got
catch
chills,
another
but-
creature in their purview.
Bueno, ¿dónde vas? ¿Qué pedo?
Sounds like it's chasing them.
Did you see that? Here
I
it is
see it
again,
briefly, but
slowly this time.
Can't really see it. Looks like some weird face creature.
There is definitely a figure standing there, but is it the devil? A third capture seems to blur the
Doubt
lines
it.
even more.
It's
What
like
are
a
these
scarecrow.
figures? I'm not sure if they're demons, skinwalkers, or the devil himself, but whatever they are, I know I don't want to get a closer look. Number 2. The Bel Air house in Ohio is said to be haunted by aggressive apparitions. Will YouTuber Sunny Deeds and his crew meet with one of them? The group conduct a seance in the haunted Bel Air house, and the spirits are ready to communicate with movement.
What? Her phone just moved.
My phone just legitimately.
I think somebody's camera got that. Hopefully.
So that's what that noise was?
Her phone just moved. I watched it.
Shit. I can't see it. My camera's dead in front of me.
Yeah, it moved.
Then the spirits turn out the light.
What the
What?
The f***ing candle just went out.
Which one?
This one right here.
Oh, you can see the phone out there. It's smoke. It's out.
Holy
It went out. What does that mean? Blood.
Well, when I asked
Yeah, why? What's that mean?
But what does it mean? Was this spirit warning the group that it might attack? Because that's what happens next. The spirit targets the psychic, Kristen. It seems to me the group did meet with one of those aggressive spirits after all. It's probably a dangerous idea to call them up via seance in the first place. What you're about to see defies explanation and might just haunt your dreams. What's interesting about this image is the scary figure it showcases. I'll be seeing this in my nightmares tonight.
I hope not.
This image is currently trending in the Spanish-speaking YouTube community. I came across it on a popular YouTube channel that creates content in this language, and I wanted to share it with you. It's a great example of how unique elements of horror can be found all around the world, each with its own twist. So, what do you think is going on here? And more importantly, do you think it's real or just a clever effect? Let me know down in the comments.
Crap.
Number 1. You may be a skeptic, but if you had to choose a place with all the makings of a haunting, it would probably be a hospital. After all, hospitals are the setting in which many souls depart this earth and enter the afterlife, whatever that may be. But sometimes it seems they stay.
Look at the
Published
end
to
of the
YouTube
hall.
in February of 2020, this clip is part of a series of clips entitled The Haunted Hospital Case. The footage shows a hospital that appears to be empty. A trash can stands in the corner and its lid starts to flip repeatedly. The lid doesn't appear to be mechanical, so who or what is causing it to rotate? But it's not just the lid. Watch beyond.
Yeah, look
A
at the end.
paranormal figure jogs past. The figure seems to be in the shape of a young girl, however she is entirely cast in shadow, apart from a small blip of white sneakers. Do you think this might be one of the aforementioned souls? If so, where is she running off to? Or what is she running from?
I don't know, but make sure you guys leave your comments below if you guys had to use your extra pair of pants, or if you thought they were real, fake, fact, fiction, whatever have you. I surely would love to see what you guys think. And don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, and we will see you guys in the next video. Please take care, be safe. As always, keep nerding on, and we will see you guys in the next video. Peace.